trick that I'll share with you. I can choose a better way with every little thought I think. If I wake up with a bad attitude, I fill my mind with gratitude. I give thanks for everything with every little thought I think. I can choose to be happy, choose to be free, moment by moment. It's all up to me, 'cause what I think about, I bring about. That's the way it is, and there is no doubt. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think.
Hello and welcome. I am so glad you're here. I'm Beth, a creator-based coach with CMH Coaching for Life. I'm here today to help you and those you love create a life you feel grounded and at home in. Think of a life where you feel peace, love for those around you, and in a flow with just enough challenge to keep you happy and creating something wonderful. Sounds like magic, but it's not. You can create that life every single day. You can have a life full of love, excitement, hope, and creation. Our mission at CMH Coaching is to flood the earth with light through compassion, mindfulness, and hope. And I'm going to ask a favor of you. If you like what you see and hear today, think of someone you know that would enjoy and benefit from this message. Our mission is to flood the world with compassion, mindfulness, and hope. Share this with them. But for now, this is time just for you. So settle into whatever you're doing and enjoy this time with the girls, where we create that one awesome, amazing, perfect life every one of us is seeking.
What you thinking? What you thinking? What you thinking? What you thinking? You gotta watch your thinking. Watch your thinking. Watch your thinking.
Welcome to A Creator-Based Life, episode 135, I think. If it's wrong, we'll have two 135s, but episode 135. I'm here today with Jennifer DeRoos, an amazing hypnotherapist and a creator-based coach, and with Jacine Bonnet, a business coach and a creator-based coach as well. And we are here today to just talk about what it feels like to play or feel like we need to be small. And I don't know, you guys, I know for me anyway, I love being on the podcast and I love coaching and I love doing all of these things that we do. But if I'm surrounded in a group, like I was in a council meeting not too long ago, where I was pretty sure everybody in the room was smarter and more articulate and more involved than I was, I started to feel a little bit shy amid all of those leaders. And I just kind of wanted to become one with the back of the chair, kind of shrink back. Have you ever had that experience?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Come on, tell. What's it feel like?
It is actually something that I've had to change my perspective or do the mind work, the thought work on, because a lot of it stems from just not being challenged as a kid in school and things like that. Just kind of like, you're the girl. So it's just like, the only time they ever got mad at me is if I got like a bad grade type thing, but they never really encouraged me. And then when I got in my car accident and had head injuries and couldn't learn and had to, do therapy for my brain, that really became like a point of anxiety for me. And so when I was in a group perceiving that everybody else was smarter than me, I'd shut down. So I know exactly what it feels like. But yes, it's a self-judgment. It's a condemnation. So I had to work through that. But what really helped me was I listened to a podcast. I love Simon Sinek, and he talked about how he always, and I think he's very intelligent and smart. Yes. He talked about how he always wanted to be the dumbest one in the room because he could learn. And that
is a beautiful place to be when you're confident in who you are.
Yeah. And that's what flipped it for me. It was like, oh, I now have opportunity to learn, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm stupid, I'm done, I'm horrible, nothing. It was also, oh, look what
turn off the inner critic.
the intelligence
And
I can
turn
gain.
on the
I
curiosity.
can learn. Yeah. So it was like going from victim to creator.
I
Mhm.
love that by determining that you want to learn.
Yeah. But I still have it. I mean, it's something I just manage.
Mhm.
It's part of human. I
Mhm.
think it's just part of being human is we can become intimidated. We can choose, even if we're not even consciously choosing to silence our voice
Yes.
or to be someone we're really not, maybe not to be authentic, but to look better or look worse, depending on where we feel we need to, what we need to do to fit in.
Yeah.
That lack of authenticity can really mess with us.
And I think you pinpointed it. You got to be okay with where you are and that maybe you aren't smart in this situation.
Yeah, maybe I really just don't know computer programming.
Yeah,
And in which case I need to just sit and learn.
Yeah, and it's not because meaning that you're less than a human and you're not valued as a human. This is just not your area where you can shine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes we worry about just being too much. That's the flip side. Anybody familiar with that? That was always mine. In school, I wasn't enough, but at home, I was too much. What were you going to say, Jacine?
Well, I think that goes along with, I was just thinking about my first marriage and the abusive marriage that it was. And it started with the mental and emotional abuse. And that mental and emotional abuse was um, you're too much, or you think that you're holier than me,
Yeah,
or
you think you're all that.
you think you're all that, or um you do something that you're really I did something that I was really proud of, and I thought I was going to have somebody who said, wow, what a great, you did so great on that solo, like so great. But instead it was finding just negativity with whatever, undermining everything. And so that's the point that I found myself playing small. And so I didn't want to go out and be who I authentically am, to
Oh,
perform
it's big.
or
I mean, you've got a lot to contribute. Yeah.
yeah. And so in that sense, for me, that was playing small, because that's not my struggle, is to be in big groups. That's not my struggle. That's
No, it's not.
that's a gift. All right. That's just an
That is
innate,
one of
that
your
was
gifts. Yeah.
but the playing small for me is having that feedback where people tell you that, you think that you're better than everybody else, or you think this, or you think that. And
Yeah.
that's not who I am authentically. Those are never my thoughts, to be better than somebody else, or but when somebody put it that way, it made me want to be small. Like,
Shame.
okay,
You
I've
just,
got to go back in the background. I can't say these things. I can't
yeah.
offer the things that I learned or that I know, or and do we do that with, like, I'm going to go to the what's going on with the news, with so many people coming out now and saying, okay, I'm going to tell people that I'm Christian because I'm tired of playing small. I'm tired of having my voice silenced by what's politically correct. And I think that that's really important. Is
Yeah.
anytime we feel like we are being silenced, that's when we're playing small. And like you were saying, Beth, is that's not authentically who we are.
It's not. We're not made to choose to silence ourselves. We're different by divine design.
Mhm.
Each one of us is uniquely different. You look at the three of us on the podcast. Jacine is never happier than when she's in front of a group. Jen and I would really love to just kind of crawl under the rug rather than be in front of a group. I love to do all these independent, in introverted kind of things, and I love to write. It's one of my very favorites. But yet, I have a good friend who I was coaching and helping with, and she's like, "Oh, the writing just kills me.
Mhm.
I don't like to do the writing at all." And so we're all very different on purpose because together we make a whole. And that's a really important part. If we're not being the fullest, truest expression of us, there is something missing in the world itself.
Mm.
We're supposed to be fully present. We're supposed to be all lit up, even though that may, to some people, look like being too much. We're supposed
Mhm.
to be all lit up and fully alive. It's who we are. Oh, look, I made balloons. I don't
You
even.
did.
That
And
was so cool.
that was not too much for me. That was awesome.
It was great. Another way that we can play small is physically, and this is something that I just noticed recently. I'm finishing up with this beautiful Tai Chi certification, and I just love it. But the man who teaches it is an Olympic silver medalist, and he has won many world titles. And so for me to go into a small group, there's about 20 or 25 people in the class. And immediately the little person inside of me is like, "Oh, don't call on me. Oh, don't call on me. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't call on me." And I noticed when I practice Tai Chi on my own, my heart is very open. There's this movement, my head, where your head is supposed to be tied to the heavens by a string of pearls. I just
Mm.
love that imagery. A string of pearls that fastens your head to the heavens, and then your spine just hangs like the string of pearls down your back,
Ooh,
which
I like
brings
that.
your it brings your shoulders down, and it brings this little part of your heart just very comfortably out. You try it. Just imagine, just bring your head up and let your spine hang like a string of pearls. It's just, and we're women made for pearls. We're made for jewels. We're virtuous, wonderful women. So it just resonates. What were you going to say?
But think of the pearls, like the weight of the pearls, right? There's so much significance in a pearl
You're
and
tapping.
how smooth they are and how they're created and made, right? And if they're that string of
Well, and
pearls,
they're made from opposition. That's the way a good pearl is made. Yes.
yeah. And you string them together and oh yeah, I love it.
Right. We could go for hours on pearls. Well, what I noticed when I was practicing on my own, and I had my head connected to the heavens and my string of pearls, and my heart was up, it felt so good. My shoulders were down. Everything was beautiful. My practice just flowed. But when I went to class, this part of my chest sunk into my body.
It's small.
And it was really hard for me to get my head to attach. And it was really hard for me to feel that string of pearls in the back because this sunk because it was afraid. It was afraid to just be authentically me. Well, here's what I learned, and you guys probably know this, but maybe not, that you fake it till you make it. You deliberately bring your shoulders down and bring your heart out. And for me, my heart went, "Oh, no, 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 that's too exposed. We need to be in here. Nope, come
Yeah.
on, we're going to do this. Be brave. We're going to put your heart out. You're going to be fine." And when I did, I felt confident and I
Mm.
felt like I had something wonderful to create. And the class energy changed because I came back to being me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm not responsible for the class by any means. That's totally the class. But when I wasn't myself, y'all might notice this. When I wasn't myself, the class was considerably quieter.
Imagine that.
There wasn't nearly as much conversation. People
Wasn't
didn't
it
ask.
fun?
Right, there was this fun. People didn't ask as many questions, but
Yeah.
because because I let my heart come forward with
Mm.
courage, then I could have my string of pearls and I could be authentically me. The world needs the fullest, truest expression of me. And it
Mm.
needs the fullest, truest expression of Jen and of JC and of you. The question is, when we go in weak, how do we actually get there? Right? How do
Mm.
we actually be willing to reframe that weakness, that like the weakness of being afraid that I might not be accepted, or that I
Mm.
might be too much, or that I might not be enough? How do we actually change that
Mm.
for ourselves? what do you guys do to help yourselves come back to when you get in a situation where you're a little bit insecure, and maybe your shoulders come forward and your heart hides? How do you bring yourself back out?
Maya Angelou has a quote that I think taught me on this. Her quote is, "I belong nowhere, I belong everywhere, I belong to myself."
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that? And so it's like sometimes if I feel like I don't belong someplace, like, no, you belong to yourself. Be like rooted in who you are. Come back to that authentic who you are, who you believe you are, because you belong everywhere and you belong nowhere. You belong to
Because you
yourself.
belong to you.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
helps ground me for whatever reason, for whatever connection that made inside of my brain. That just helps me when I get in those situations. And
Yes.
you know what? Sometimes I think too, is like when I get in situations like, there's a reason why I'm not feeling like I could belong here. Maybe I don't. And that's okay.
It
Well,
is
that's a
okay.
valid question.
It is okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It totally is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, JC, you've had some really good hurdles. How have you overcome feeling the need to play small?
Mm. I think just coming back to when you know who you are and you remember, you write things down, you journal. And then when you have those moments that or maybe it's days or months or years that you're stuck in this playing small,
Yeah.
go back and look in your journal and remember,
Yes.
oh, wait,
Remember.
this is who I am. This is who I've always been. What's going on, right? It's getting curious, like Jen always says, getting curious. Why? Oh, wait, why am I doing this? What's the purpose in this? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I loved how Jen said, because when we're playing small, it does throw us in that victim role. And to bridge to get out of that victim role is, we have all kinds of tools. Come to CMH coaching and learn the tools. Come join Mastermind.
Yeah,
Because
come to
there's too many
Coaching
tools
Clear.
for us. Yeah, Coaching Clear. There's too many tools for us to just like start listing them out because there are so many. But when you participate on a weekly basis in something like Coaching Clear or private coaching, um, or hypnotherapy, that's when that magic really happens, is that helps you. Having other people to help you through those times, it makes a huge difference. Like
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
It's huge. It's huge. I know Coaching Clear pretty regularly. Someone will bring a challenge,
Mhm.
and everybody just kind of pitches in and shares. We use whatever tools we have, but then it's wonderful because as a group, the synergy of the group gets moving and everybody's got an idea. And we could solve the problems of the world in Coaching Clear, at that point when everybody's got the idea. But the bottom line with Coaching Clear is I can't alone. Maybe
No.
I can't, but I can with my friends, and I definitely can with my creator. And that's a mantra that I love to use regularly. Yes, I probably can't do this by myself, but with
Mhm.
my creator, I can do anything. Anything he asks me to do, I could do. Like Philippians 4:13, right? I can do
Mhm.
all things through Christ. It's
Yeah.
the same mantra. And that's been one of my favorites for so many years because that brings my heart back up and that connects my head back to the heavens. And I stand taller and my string of pearls is
Mm.
at that point. It's not an imposter and it's not that little girl trying to play grown up. I don't know if y'all ever figure this out. I mean, I'm in my 60s and I still go back to that little girl trying to play grown up, which just cracks me up because I'm like, okay, I think that you're grown up now, but there's still a part that doesn't feel like a grown up, right? Yeah,
Yep.
it is crazy. The other thing that I've come up is when I'm standing with my heart out, I feel expansive. I feel
Mm.
big, like the Banty hens, all the hens or the Banty roosters, I feel big. But that bigness, I think, really honors who we are. It's a way of sharing with God how much we value what he's given us
Mm,
by standing tall and being who we are, and that we really do fully belong where he's placed us and owning that space
mm.
right where we are. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's
I
up
like
and down and up and down. It just kind of depends on where the world is in the day and where we are in the day. You know, it can be really, really a challenge. But I don't think that the measurement of the world is what matters. So let's talk just a little bit about, yeah, so maybe you are 100% authentic and your feedback isn't the most positive. What do you
that.
do with that?
Mm.
If you are being 100% yourself and what you're getting back maybe isn't real positive, how do you work with that?
Well, I
Well,
think it's an opportunity to maybe question or explore that, because maybe there is something offensive or wrong in what you're saying, and maybe it's something that you need to have
Mhm.
further understanding of and possibly change,
Right.
but that doesn't mean you follow the crowd mind thing, the group think or whatever. But it gives an opportunity, I think, for you to challenge yourself and say, well, okay, maybe there is something offensive in here, or maybe not. Maybe I can present it differently, or maybe like this isn't my place to say these things because it goes against the group, but it's still a truth that I hold.
mhm.
So it's just, how do you present it differently? But it also, what I think about this is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Arbinger Institute.
Yes, I love the Arbinger
Yeah, I
Institute.
was very fortunate to be able to take their course, and it was the first introduction to like how you think for me. And
Mhm.
they give 4 boxes that you stand in with it, with a statement. Like, this is my statement. Are you in this box, this box, this box, or this box? And the one box is, um, with a statement, I'm seeing myself less than, or with this statement, I'm seeing myself better than. And
Mm,
then I think the other one is like the deserve stuff. I can't remember, but so
Well,
mm.
and then there's the box of
Oh,
yeah, and then there's the box of I'm in the right place, right? I honor the people around me,
I think that's the middle box.
right?
I'd have to pull out my diagram, but it usually is like, if
Yeah,
you're
it's been a little
standing in
while.
these 4 boxes, you're kind of not, you're thinking a certain way that could be destructive. So when
Mhm.
I think, when I get in those spaces, I think, am I seeing this? Are my thoughts from the box of I'm less than or I'm better than? And if I'm in one of those, I need to figure out how to be in the middle.
Yes, to come back to
Yeah.
equal
the
to
center. Yeah, the
Yeah.
center.
center.
Because you can be in a box thinking that, well, my viewpoint is just better than yours. I'm better than you. I'm holier than you, or I'm just, and that could be very offensive and even wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
You have to like
Absolutely.
pedal back and say, okay, well, how can I come from a different perspective on this? Maybe
Mhm.
something to learn about.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Those are just my thoughts on that.
I love the idea of the Arbinger Institute quadrants. Yeah, I
Mhm.
had forgotten about those. But yeah, because we may inadvertently be thinking that we're better than, and we're not. Obviously, we are the family of man. We are all children of God. But because inadvertently we were coming from that belief, we could be offending someone without
Right.
even intending it. So moving into the center of we are all children of God. We are all important, every one of us. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
What about you,
It's okay for
JC?
us to think differently.
It's perfect to be. Yeah, we're different by divine design.
Mhm.
We're supposed to have all these different thoughts. It's in the New Testament where the Lord is teaching about the different parts of the body, right? We're not all supposed to be a hand. We're not all supposed to be a foot. We're not all supposed to be beautiful eyes or, strong biceps or whatever. We're just not. We're supposed to be who we are.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah. And it's that variety that causes the beauty. Like I'm looking at my background, right? And
Yes.
the beauty of the background is all of the different colors.
The
And
contrast.
yes, and all of the the leaves are not turning orange at the same time. They're not all doing the same thing at the same time. And we're all people, we're all humans, but we don't have to be the same. And that's the purpose and the beauty of this earth and of us as a people is that we
Yes.
are different and we to celebrate that that's okay, right? And if our worth, if we know who we are, right? We're a child, I'm a child of God. I'm a daughter of God. My worth is here. This is my worth, right? And yeah, I have things that might happen during the day that I might be super kind and say all the right things, and so my actions are here. My worth is still here, right? And I might do another thing like I get dinner all made. I'm
Yeah,
100%
and I'm so
all my
sweet to
meal
my
plan.
kid when they come in.
Yeah, yeah. And then like
Oh, and wait, and I didn't yell at
yeah,
my husband when he tracked mud on the floor.
there we go.
That puts
Yeah,
me
yeah.
way up here.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm doing a good job, right? But my worth hasn't changed. Like my actions are here, but my worth is still here. And then I might get really hangry
Oh, yes,
and
so
like
short-tempered.
spew, like just spew,
Yes,
like verbal vomit
explode.
all over everybody, right?
Right,
Or
volcano.
yeah, or yell at somebody in traffic. You can tell what my issues are.
They're universal,
like
JC.
like my actions are now not great actions, right? My choices are not great choices, but my
Mm.
worth is still here because I'm still a child of God, right?
Yeah,
My actions are going to change and they're going to vary, but if I know who I am,
yes.
it's okay. That's called life. And I have to give other people permission to have this, right? But
Permission to be
their
human.
worth is still here. They're still human. They're still a child of God. They still have worth. They still have value. Their actions and their decisions are going to change.
No, yeah,
That's okay.
absolutely. Yeah,
So,
because
yeah.
our purpose, our worth, like you said, is not measured. Our worth isn't in our actions. Our worth is who we are, divinely
Mhm.
who we are. Yeah,
By divine design.
by divine design, and who we are is different by divine design.
Mhm.
I think that's the coolest part of all of it is learning to really appreciate and revel in the differences. And with the thought work that we do and the coaching tools that we have, to be able to step back when we're starting to have an emotional reaction to something, get curious and understand. So then we're growing and our relationships are growing and the world is just a better place.
Mhm.
It's really, really, really cool. Not so that we're better than anybody else, but so that we're the best us
Yeah.
that we can totally be. Yeah. So Jacine, speaking of the best us, tell us about book club.
So, book club, we just decided to take a break and to read something that is fictional, but still, I don't know, it's kind of a mystery but it has to do with worth and self-worth is what I'm finding with this
Oh, how
yeah,
cool.
with this character. And it's called The Last Exchange, and it is by Charles Martin. And it is just a book about a woman who struggles with self-worth, even though she's an actress and
She
she's
has the world's accolades.
yeah, the world's accolades, but her worth is really what she's struggling with. And that battle that is within her, and then what she does to try and feel worth or worthy, it's really good. And it's got, it's mystery, it's suspense, it's love, it's all the things. So yeah, we
Great
just
story.
started it, so I'm excited. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I like Charles Martin as an author. He's
Mhm.
good. Yeah, that'll be a good book. Really enjoyable. Oh, beautiful. We don't have anything to come up yet, but we should probably get on the next joy retreat and figure out a date for that, huh? It's
Mhm.
coming. It'll be here before we know it. We'll let
Joy
you know.
retreat. What's your word is coming up?
Oh yeah, what's your word comes up in November?
Year-end review is coming
Comes
up.
up in December.
So we got things.
We got things. Yeah, I got things coming up. So for this week, let's just be us. Just this week. And remember how much we are worth and how wonderful, regardless of our behavior, that worth is. We'll just keep trying to do better. And I think of all things, we just keep trying, just one foot in front of the other. So great to talk to you. Great to be with everybody. And join us again next week. And we will have another episode 136. Woo! A creator-based life. Yeah. Thanks,
All
y'all.
right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I can choose to be happy, choose to be free, moment by moment. It's all up to me, 'cause what I think about, I bring about. That's the way it is, and there is no doubt. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think.
Hey, thanks for joining us today in A Creator-Based Life. I hope you felt that compassion, mindfulness, and hope you came seeking today. You can find more of it at cmhcoaching.com or on Linktree/cmhcoaching. Of course, any social media outlet, we're there too. Because you felt the benefit and light in this message, please invite those you care deeply about to join us. Help us to create a ripple effect across the globe of compassion, mindfulness, and hope. Then we can create a creator-based life together. Have a great week, y'all. We'll talk to
Dude,
you
I just
soon.
fill my mind with gratitude. I give thanks for everything, with every little thought I think. I can choose to be happy, choose to be free, moment by moment. It's all up to me, 'cause what